We actually are about to go to Jacob Cavaiani, who's in the shack right now with a live interview.
Hi guys, we're live here in the shack. It's the intermission time right now for the MSA presidential debate, and I'm joined by Taylor Tutin. She's the academic affairs chairperson in the MSA Senate. She's also graduating this year, so she's not also endorsing any of the slates. So she's here to give us some nonpartisan analysis of what she's seen so far. The first hour of the debate, as you just saw, took place. We're in an intermission period right now, and the debate will be resuming shortly. But in the meantime, we're lucky to have Taylor joining us to tell us about what she saw. So Taylor, what do you think you saw new in this first hour that you haven't seen so far or in the last debate?
I think we're really getting to the nitty-gritty differences of, platforms, policy proposals, because looking on the surface level, they all look really very similar. They all mention things like OERs and things like opening LS 24 hours, increasing library services. But I think we're really getting down to what specifics they want to do to accomplish these tasks. And I think that's really what's going to set the sites apart. Is what the specifics is what it comes down to. So
now we've seen some personal attacks, more or less, on social media, and a little bit tonight with some people calling each other out. What do you have to say about those pointed attacks at specific issues or specific people?
So I think discussing specific issues, making attacks for specific issues, I think that's probably fair play. But I would say specific attacks for specific people. I think it just goes to show that we're people. While I might think it's not very appropriate, I think that it's kind of inevitable, because you have to keep in mind that these are campaigns that people have put thousands of dollars into. Everything's a little heated, a lot's on the line in terms of power positions, and in terms of feeling like that the money invested and the time invested is worth it. So I know that I don't personally condone personal attacks against either candidates, against other teams, but I think that it's kind of inevitable considering the gravity of the situation.
Now, you've been really involved with MSA throughout your college career, so what do you think students look for when they go to the polls and vote for an MSA president and vice presidential slate?
I think students look for candidates that care about the things that they care about. So for instance, as academic affairs chairwoman, I'm very invested in the libraries and OERs. And so if I were to be voting in this election, I would be looking for the candidates that have the most solid and specific plans to do things like keep Ellis Library open 24 hours, or to advance OERs in the most effective manner. If I was a student, I would just ask myself what I care about as a student, and which of the slates is going to do the best job to meet those needs, what I want as a student. So.
Okay. And now, it's no secret that MSA has been sort of plagued with some controversy, whether that be with previous presidential elections, low participation in MSA Senate. So what do you hope for in the immediate future, whether that be this coming school year or the rest of the semester and next school year? What do you think MSA needs to prioritize immediately?
I think MSA needs to prioritize its work over I heard the word politicking used today, so I'm going to use that word politicking. I think it needs to just focus on work. It needs to keep its head down. It gets to work immediately, and that's for the exec cabinet as soon as it takes office. And that's for Senate, every Tuesday. I think it's important that we prioritize their work over our. So let's say that Senate's really involved with one campaign in particular. They can't just spend time hating the other platform, hating the other campaign team if they're elected. It's really time to focus on work and not focus on personal opinions of other people or power grabs. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Now, how do you grow participation in MSA Senate? Because it's something that a lot of people are talking about. People are talking about changing. The slates are talking about changing from the academic college seats to more at large. Right. So where do you go if you want to increase the number of senators?
I think it's really about showing students that MSA can be whatever you want it to be. At MSA, when you join MSA, or at least in my committee, and how I'd like to see Senate run, it's not like a one-size-fits-all. So when you join my committee, I don't assign something to you that you don't want to do. If you don't care about advocating for OERs, I'm not going to assign you on the project. I'm not going to drag you to meetings. People come to me with things that they care about. For instance, we're working on right now a standardization of the absence policies across colleges, and that was something that a certain senator came to me to discuss, and he said, hey, I care about this and I want to make a change, and I think that this will help a lot of students. So I think that just giving the narrative that Senate is whatever you want it to be, and Senate is about what you care about. You can do a project on literally anything on this campus, and the best projects are come from people that are passionate about the the topics that they are trying to advocate to change. Yeah, so I think it's just like making Senate like more personalized and pushing that narrative forward. So.
And as your time comes to an end in Senate, what are you most proud of? What is the most proud accomplishment you have for Senate?
I'm really proud, personally. I'm really proud that OERs are becoming a more established thing. Open educational resources, they're becoming a more established entity on campus, and we're establishing connections to make a great OER program. I'm really proud that that Tori and I have been able to lay the foundation as the two previous academic affairs chairs. As for Senate, I'm really proud that people are doing what they really want to do. Like, they're not coming in Senate and they're not expecting somebody to lay a project in their laps. They're taking accountability for their projects and their work, and so then they can take more pride and more initiative for their work, and it just turns into better projects, better results, better senators, better MSA Senate. So I'm proud that we began to shift the narrative back to making Senate the way you want it to be. So.
For sure. And is there anything else you think that our audience should know about what to expect in the next hour of this debate and the campaign moving forward?
I would say just take notes of subtleties between the candidates, because like I said, when it comes down to it, their platforms are very similar. But I think that it comes down to which slate would you feel the most comfortable approaching, with an issue. It's things like that, and it's things like which slates emphasize or prioritize issues that are important to you. And I think that people should just keep, an ear out for that, because I think that the questions are very platform, aimed tonight. So keep a lookout for more distinguishing factors. So.
All right, Taylor Tutin, she's the Academic Affairs Chairperson for MSA Senate. Taylor, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We'll let you get a breath in here before the second half of the debate starts, and stay with MUTV because we're going to have complete coverage of that next hour coming right up.